Hello everyone, Dan Sanchez here with another quick video on SQL. In the previous video we looked at no table select statements. In this case we're going to be actually using the Northwind database, and I'd like to pull from an existing table. So in order to do that you would need to add the from clause here. So let's select all from the products table. So select, and you can select all by entering an asterisk there. This is telling SQL that we want to pull all of the columns from this table. So from, right there, products. If we run this, we can see the full table in all its glory. We've got product ID, product name, supplier ID, category ID. Quantity per unit is kind of interesting. You see all the different types of packaging there. Unit price, units in stock, units on order, the reorder level, and what looks to be a binary column, whether or not a product's been discontinued. Okay, so out of all of these columns, we only want to look at a handful maybe. Let's take a look at these: product ID, product name, category ID, and unit price. So we'll select these individually. Oh, and I like to put my table down below so that Azure knows what I'm about to type. So select product ID, product name, category ID, and unit price from products. We'll first select this from this table. Okay, now we just have 4 columns represented here instead of the full table. And now we can order or sort columns in this table. So let's do that with this order by clause. That's what this does. So order by comes after the from clause, and it looks like this list is this table is sorted by this column product ID already, but let's go ahead and delineate that product ID as the order by, and I think you'll find that there's not going to be any change to this output when I run this. Yeah, so instead of doing that, now let's look at product name instead, and we will see a change here. So run, and yes, you see now the product name is the column that's being sorted. The product IDs are now out of order, which could be okay. I mean, if we want to sort this list by alphabetically by product name, that might be something the audience might be interested in. Let's look at unit price. And we can sort or order by either ascending or descending. Let's start with ascending, which is actually the default. If you didn't have ASC here, it would assume SQL would assume ascending. But now this table is sorted by unit price ascending. It's ordered by that. And if we just change that ASC to DESC, descending, you'll see the unit prices, the most expensive unit prices should be at the top. Right here, yep, and there they are. So it's helpful to know that you can change that ascending to descending if you need to. And then this last subtask, we're going to look at category ID, ordering it by category ID, ascending, and then within those category IDs, I'd like to order by unit price descending. So you can do that just by adding a comma, unit price descending. And now we have our 4 columns here, and the category ID is the first level of ordering, and you can see 111 all the way down, and the unit prices are going down in descending order until we get to category ID 2, at which point within the category 2 products, the unit prices start to be ordered in a descending manner, and so on and so forth between all of the category IDs going down the list. So it's an interesting way of sorting or ordering that. And a lot of the time, if I'm ordering things, I do like to place the ordered column on the left side of the table. So in this case, you might be interested in moving category ID here to the left, and it sort of depends on what your audience is looking for, but this might look a little cleaner especially if they don't readily see the code or something like that. They might not be aware of the ordering structure, but if they have category ID on the left, it's a little clearer that we are ordering within categories. So that does it for this quick video. Once again, this is looking at the from clause to select columns from a table. And then once you've selected those columns, ordering by variables in that selection of columns.